Now, we've talked about talent and culture a little bit. I kind of want to pivot significantly and get to strategy, right? At a very basic level, what does strategy mean for you?
Strategy is, for me, a very pinpointed focus on delivering the outcome, right? So, for me, let's say the outcome is to hit the bullseye. For me, the strategy is how you're holding your rifle, how you're looking through the sights, how are you aligning your sights, how are you breathing, and how are you pulling the trigger, right? These are elements of getting it right so that the outcome is achieved. Now, will you achieve it? No. So strategy is also, for me, reviewing what went right and what went wrong and bringing it back. So it's a very live thing. It's not static. Yeah, you start off by saying, these are the 5 things that are critical for me to do to get the desired outcome. I'm going to go through with it. And then having very strong reviews and governance to say what went right, what went wrong, what is the root cause, and then realign. So it's that whole, in TQM parlance, it's the PDCA cycle. You plan to do it, the plan is your strategy, then you execute, then you check again, right? And then act again, right? So for me, it's that process, it's a collective process and a very dynamic, alive process that takes you closer and closer to the outcome, right? There is no outcome that's going to come with one shot in the straight arrow. Those are the exceptions, right? Every outcome is going to be achieved through a series of attempts. Now, those for me is all part of that strategy being alive, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, in business terms, we can talk about, go-to-market strategy, HR strategy, finance, technology. Those are functional strategy, but overall as a concept.
Yeah, there were a number of things that were running through my mind as you were talking through strategy, and I think chief among them was the question that you asked me at the beginning of our conversation, which was, when you started 6-7 years ago, you were kind of sparking off in these different directions of what to do and, should we really question where we're on? And I think from that perspective, the North Star aside, I think strategy is a more here and now reminder on where we've put in our priorities, right? And I think that it's really important, especially as an organization, if you have a goal and you're able to articulate your strategy, to be able to go back to that strategy every time you have another opportunity that comes up, either a different way of doing something or a different goal in and of itself. And I think that also a strong strategy, and I think a lot of attention to strategy also increases the level of objectivity in the organization, right? And I think ultimately that just results in a lot less wasted time, I feel. So let's go through strategy at LG. I think one of the biggest...
Before we go there is a layer of strategy that's very critical.
Yeah.
If let's say there are 2 shooters, both aiming for their bullseye, and if both follow the same strategy, one is going to win, one is going to lose, right? Now, the way you're going to win is if your strategy is superior and more creative, right? So that element in that strategy, it cannot be a cut and paste that it's worked for someone, you cut and paste it and expect a different result for you, it's not going to happen. So it has to be contextualized to your thing, and then what will make you different, right? In a very meaningful manner. Correct? Not different for the sake of being different. That, I think, is a very critical layer of strategy, right? When you say, this is my outcome, and you're lining up your actions for that outcome, those actions have to be creatively, compellingly different, right? Now, if that is not the case, then if you're going to take your leader's strategy and cut and paste and put it in your thing and expect to get close to the leader, it's not going to happen, right? So I think that's a layer that needs to be it has to be remembered. That piece has to be remembered.